guys, so for this trick, I just need the top 4 cards, which just so happen to be the 1, 2, 3, and 4 jacks, just like this. So we're going to be using the jacks in this trick, and what's going to happen is I'm going to demonstrate to the spectator how the 4 jacks have a very strong connection between the 4 of them. So for the first part, we're actually going to have the spectator hold on to a pair of jacks. So I'd ask them, do they like the red or the black jacks more? Let's say they like the black jacks more. So I say, perfect, can you just hold out your hand? Because I'm going to go ahead and place the black jacks in between them. Let's say the box is the spectator's hand. So we're going to place the cards right there, and we'll set those off to the side. So the red jacks over here, we're still going to use them in the trick. So this is what's going to happen. We are going to have the spectator basically pick a card, and whatever card they pick, it's going to end up in between the red jacks. So let's say the spectator is going to call out stop anywhere as I riffle down. Let's say right there. So they're going to take this card here, and they're going to look at it. It's the 6 of hearts in this case. So I say, perfect. We're going to go ahead and take this card, the 6 of hearts. It's okay if I see it. It doesn't really matter. We're going to take that card and place it right there in between the red jacks, just like this. So we have one card now sandwiched in between the red jacks. And remember how I said the jacks have a very strong connection between the 4 of them. I'm going to demonstrate this right now. So watch. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Just like that. If I give a little shake, you'll actually see one card completely vanish between the 2 jacks, just like this. You can see we only have 2 cards now, meaning that in between the black jacks there, look, in the spectator's hands, look, 1 card and 1 card only, the 6 of hearts, just like this. And you can go ahead and check out the other red jacks as well if you would like to. And yeah, guys, that is basically the trick. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and stick around for the tutorial. Alright guys, so this is the tutorial for the trick that you just saw. So what you just saw was one version of this trick that uses just a couple of little special cards, but I'm also going to show you in this tutorial another version of the trick where you can do it without the extra special cards. There is one special card that you're going to need to have for both versions, and it's this card right over here. So this card is just a simple double back card. You can make this in 2 seconds just by taking like 2 jokers or 2 random cards that you don't care about, and you're just going to tape them together using some double-sided tape, or you can just glue them together, but that would be permanent. So the tape is only for temporary purposes, so that would be perfect solution for this. But if you have like a regular printed double back card, that would obviously be recommended. So you're going to need this double back card for both versions of the trick that I'm going to show you. So you're going to set that off to the side for now. So for one of the versions, you're going to need duplicate cards. So that was the version that I did in the performance. It used duplicate cards. But the second version of the trick, I'm going to show you a version that actually you don't need to have duplicate cards. So stick around for that part. I'll do it later in the video. But for now, I'm going to show you guys how to do the trick using duplicate cards. So the setup for the trick is very simple. You're basically going to take your double back card, place it on top of the deck, and then you're going to take your 2 duplicate cards and just place those on top of the deck as well. So now you can like shuffle the deck and just keep those cards on top, whatever you want to do. You're basically just going to be finding the 4 jacks out of the deck. So you're going to go through the deck, or you could do whatever 4 of a kind you want. It doesn't really matter, but we'll just do the jacks. I think I might have left them here on top. Yeah, I did. So normally they would be spread out through the deck. So when you shuffle the deck, the jacks would be like, oh, there's one there, there's one there. Like they would actually be spread out. So you're going to remove the 4 jacks, and you're going to flip the deck over face down just like this. And make sure when you pull out the jacks, just rearrange them so that they're separated colors. So we have red jacks on one side, black jacks on the other side. It doesn't matter which one is which. What's going to happen is you're going to count off the 4 jacks like this, and then you're basically just going to show them off by flipping your hands over to show that there's like nothing behind them. And as you do that, you're going to flip over this hand as well, and you're going to get a little pinky break just like this right below the top card. And this is one of the duplicate cards. It's one of the 6 of hearts. So you're going to flip your hands over, get a little break, and then you're going to basically place the 4 jacks back on the top of the deck face up. And when you square up the deck, you're going to grab everything from the break and then just set the deck down on the table. So now you've actually stolen that 6 of hearts now behind the jacks. So now you're going to hold the cards in middle grip, and you're going to peel off the top 3 jacks. You're going to go 1, 2, and then 3. And then this is actually a double here. This is 2 cards. So you're going to hold these 2 together, but you're still going to place it on top just like this. You're going to split the cards in half. So now you're going to hold the black jacks in one hand and the red jacks in the other. Now you have to keep this hand pretty still, or keep your fingers still, because you are holding an extra card in there. So just kind of keep your hand still and just apply pressure so it doesn't split apart. But you're basically going to be doing a magician's force at this point. So you're going to ask the spectator which color jack they like more. No matter what they say, the jacks with the card in between is going to end up in their hands. So you can do a little magician's force here. So what you're going to do is you're going to ask them, and let's say they like the black jacks. So then that's perfect. You're going to set the red jacks down, ask them to hold out their hand, and just square these up. Place them in between, and then that's that part. If they say they like the red jacks more, then you can say, all right, perfect, so we'll use the red jacks in the trick. Just hold out your hand so you can hold on to the other black jacks for me. And that would be how to do that magician's force. So whatever they say, the black jacks will be in their hand. Red jacks are going to end up on the table. So you're basically going to give them these. And there was a little move I did in the performance. All I did was I got a pinky break on the bottom card. I sort of just held this double here, squared up, and I just asked them, like, I sort of gestured with this card. Go ahead and hold out your hand, palm up. And this is just sort of a nice convincer that there's nothing in between the jacks. Please hold out your hand and then put these back together, square them up, and then place them in the hand. And then they are going to put their hand on top, just like this. They're going to sandwich the cards. But obviously, they're not going to be able to see this card. So they're holding onto those. And now what's going to happen is you're going to explain to the spectator that the red jacks are just going to be holding on to their selection. And as you talk, you're just going to sort of casually take about half the deck, lift it up, and then slip cut the top card in the middle, and then get a break, just like this. And this top card just so happens to be the other six of hearts. And this is in preparation for a riffle force. And by the way, you can do whatever force you want to do. This is just a simple riffle force for this version of the trick, I guess. I don't know. So you're going to ask them to call out stop anywhere. And wherever they say stop, you're going to break the cards at the pinky break. So you're going to break the cards at the six of hearts and basically peel off the six of hearts. You can give it to them. And you can say, it's actually okay if I see it. It doesn't really matter. So they're going to give it back to you. And you're going to say, all right, so six of hearts over here. And you're going to get a break underneath the top card. And this top card is going to be the double back card, as you can see. So you're going to get a break on this card. And you're going to take the six of hearts and place it on top of the deck. And you're going to say, so we're going to take this card and place it in between the red jacks. And now you're going to perform a double lift with the six of hearts and the double back card. So you're going to double lift those two cards, flip them over, peel off the top card, and set it in between the two red jacks. So now you've basically just switched out the six for the double back card. And if you want to, you can cut the deck and just leave that in the middle, or you can just place it there on top and just let it be, because now the deck is not going to be used for the rest of the trick. So what you're going to do now is you're going to pick up the red jacks, and this is basically the sandwich vanish move here. So what's going to happen is this. Make sure that the cards are nice and aligned like this. You don't want them to be like this, fanned out. You want them to be very straight horizontally across like this, so they're all lined up very perfectly. And you can just make sure of that by kind of just running your fingers along here, making sure everything is nice and tight. So what you're going to do now is hold the cards in middle grip like this, and your pinky here is going to be doing the vanish move. So all that's really going to be happening is you're going to hold the cards in this grip, and your pinky here, as you shake the cards, is essentially just going to be pushing this card forward like this. And basically what that does is it pushes this jack up, and it's going to conceal the card in the middle. So when you shake it, you're just going to be pushing the card like this, and that's really the entire vanish right there. And it is a little bit knacky at first, so you're just going to have to practice it. But once you get it down, you can do it pretty quickly. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3 over the spectator's hands, and it is a really magical moment because it really does look like the card completely just vanishes from the two jacks, just like this. It's really cool. And the best part is, since this card is a double back card, what you can do now is you can flip your hands over, and you can really show that you have just two cards, and just hold the double here. If you want to, you can do a little extra move called the Stuart Gordon double lift. I'm not going to go into full depth because there are better tutorials on YouTube, because I'm not that good at the move quite yet. But basically what it is, it's a way to flip a double over, and it looks very convincing, like it's just one card. But it's pretty difficult because you have to make sure that the cards do not split apart. It's a very difficult move. All you guys really have to worry about is just vanishing the card here, just like this. The card is vanished, and now what you can do is you can just sort of peel off the bottom jack and just kind of flip your hands over like this. And that is perfectly convincing enough, just like that. So you show the card is completely gone, just like this. What you're going to do is you make sure you put the double card on top, face down, just like this. So now you can show the two jacks like this. You're just going to place these on top of the deck and just kind of leave those there. You're going to ask the spectator to open their hand, and impossibly one card has now appeared in between, and it's the six of hearts, and that's just absolutely impossible. And at this point, actually, you can now spread off these two jacks here, and show that they are normal cards. Alright guys, so that was the first version of how to perform this trick. Now I'm going to show you guys the second version, which actually does not use duplicate cards. So for this version, you will still need the double back card. You do need this card for both versions of the trick. But for this version, you do not need the duplicates because you can actually do something, which I believe is called pseudo mates. And you don't need like 2 6 of hearts. You can actually just get out the soulmate, the 6 of diamonds, from the same deck of cards. So I'm going to show you how to perform this trick using the soulmate method instead of the duplicates method. And it's essentially the exact same trick, but there's only one little tiny thing that you have to change midway through the trick. So basically the setup is exactly the same. So you have your double back card on top, and then you have your pair of cards on top, and then the 4 jacks are spread throughout the deck, but you can just start with them here on top if you would like. So you're going to start with them here, and basically you're just going to start by doing the entire trick again. So get a pinky break under the top card, grab everything here, and then you're going to go 1 2 3 4, ask the spectator do they like red or black, and do the magician's force to force the blackjacks. So have them hold on to the blackjacks no matter what they say. So they're going to hold on to those. We'll just place them over there. Now you're going to have the red jacks be holding on to their selected card, and you're going to do the same thing where you slip cut the top card, get a pinky break, and then riffle force that card. So say stop anywhere. And you're going to actually take this card off and don't give it to them immediately. You're actually going to hold it back to yourself for a minute. And you're going to say, so whatever card this is, we're going to place it right there in between the jacks. And as you talk, you're going to get a little break underneath the top card because this is your double back card here. This is just something that you're going to have to do. So you're going to have to just sort of turn the card face up towards yourself, and you're going to place it on top of the deck, still maintaining this break. And you're going to do like 2 things at once. You're going to be taking the double here and flipping it over as you bring your hand down. And you're going to say something very specific. You're not going to say, all right, so we have the 6 of hearts. You're not going to say what suit the card is. You're just going to say, all right, so we have the red 6 over here. And that's all you're going to say. You're not going to say 6 of hearts, 6 of diamonds. You're going to just say, all right, so we have the red 6. You're going to show it like that quickly. It's going to look like this to the spectator. All right, so we have the red 6 over here. From that point on, when you take the top card, which is a double back card, you're going to set the deck down, and you're going to proceed to do the rest of the trick. And from this point on, you're not going to mention what the name of the card was ever again. You're just going to say, all right, so we have your card in between here. Watch the card in the middle. I'm going to show you how the jacks have a very cool connection between them. 1 2 3. Do all the vanishing stuff. Do everything here. Show that the card really is vanished between the jacks, and then say, look, 1 card and 1 card only has appeared in between their hands, and it should be the red 6. And it is the red 6. I mean, the spectator, if they're not paying too much attention, they're not really going to notice that the card has switched from the 6 of hearts to the 6 of diamonds. This version all requires really good like audience management and really good presentation and patter skills. So you really just have to show the card very quickly. Don't show it for too long, or else they're going to notice that it's the 6 of hearts. So just say, all right, so we have the red 6 over here, and then just move on. Like, don't mention the 6 of hearts ever again. All right, so that's basically like the 2 ways to perform this trick. You guys can use both versions. It doesn't really matter, whichever suits you. And yeah guys, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this trick, and stay tuned for more awesome tricks coming soon. So see you guys next time. Bye.